and then I'll listen.
What else would I be doing?
Who needs free time?
Yeah, what's that?
Those grandbabies.
Doing good. You should ask Dan. He's doing grandpa daycare right now. 4 days a week he calls me. She's had 2 happy diapers. Oh yeah. So I'm telling you, they were really cute. Give her a bath then.
I didn't even do this with my own kids.
Pretty cool. Where's the high chair? We had it on Thanksgiving. Yeah, I know. Where'd you put it?
But I would have thought there would have been one in here. Why haven't there been in here?
Oh, you put it away.
But I think that's to go to this mixer.
That's classic.
Yeah, yours has another port.
Why would it be out in the garage?
That's the end.
We try and keep it clean.
Yeah.
Yeah. I just gotta go check the stats to see if I got the
In other words, would you like me to move?
Well, yeah, you can slide in.
Okay.
Yeah, get down.
I'm doing it. No. He's not listening to me.
He's probably not listening.
Yeah. Why would he listen to me?
we have some.
Probably gotta be.
Let me take that. The big though, right? The desk, right?
I'm not familiar with iPads, so
What's streaming? I was watching it down there.
yeah, the video part, but I don't know about the audio. Check.
I won't get it in here. You'd have to ask somebody. Make a phone call.
3. Main out, line in, line out. Check 1, 2, 3. Check 1, 2, 3. Daphne, can you hear me now? Daphne, can you hear me now? 1, 2, 3. Check 1, 2, 3. Check 1, 2, 3. 46-29. One, two, three, four, five. Haley Hokinson to Mary Roop. Back to Haley. Tia puts one up. She's fouled.
Oh, shoot. Oh, he heard you say 46-29.
I'll do it again. 1, 2, 3. Tia Lick at the free throw line, shooting 2 shots. Missed the first one. Second one is on the way. And that one is good. 16-point lead now for the Mustangs. Okay, are we good? Are we good? Okay. Sorry, folks. Been kind of a tough night here getting things going. Little computer issues, networking issues. That I am not good at. So I guess we're going to chalk that up for learning experience. Thanks everybody that switched over to the Rosholt School YouTube channel. I can't express the thanks enough for the administration you got down here in Rosholt. Spencer's been unbelievable here helping me out tonight, trying to get things. We've been at this for about 2 hours now, trying to get things working and jumping through firewalls and trying network and different data and all that good stuff. And I apologize for missing most of the game, but we're back at it here. We'll definitely get the boys game in, all of that one. We'll finish up the girls game here. Just started the fourth quarter. Along with that, I guess I missed some point totals, so I won't be able to get you that till after the game is over. Haley Hokinson makes the free throw, and along with that, working on all the technical stuff, names and numbers. I'm kind of off a little bit when it comes to Waubay-Summit, but I'll do the best I can. Been playing a pretty good game, pretty straight up. They do have a few fouls. Notice that in the JV game too, that they're not afraid to go after the ball. So there's Tielek, puts it in for 2. Cuts it down to a 12-point lead, and here goes Zoe Wallaber. I'm not sure I'm pronouncing it right, but she's got at least 16 points, if not a few more. There's Tielek up top, looks at going to the basket. She puts it up, and she's going to get fouled. Foul's going to be on Victoria Zerbel, a 5'5" junior guard. And she's going to fall out of the ball game. So that's a second Mustang player now to fall out of the ball game. They've been putting them in and out in droves here. They got quite a few on the bench here, and they've been doing a lot of substituting as the game goes on, and I guess we can see why. Tia misses the first one. 14-point lead now for the Mustangs. Ramey Lawrence getting ready to check in for the Tigers. Missed on the free throw, a little battle for the rebound, and the ball's going to go over to the Mustangs. Looks like Mary Roop is going to take the bench for a little bit. Maddie Chemnitz is out there. Haley Hokinson is out there. Speaking of Maddie, playing a little bit of defense here. Nice defense there by Maddie, we thought, but she did reach a little bit the way it looked. Of course, the man that counts thought it was. So at the free throw line is going to be Alyssa Bars. If I'm reading right. Long black hair, kind of covering the numbers there a little bit. Alyssa's a 5'8" sophomore guard for the Mustangs. And second free throw is good. 6:10 to go here in the ball game. Mustangs in a 2-3 zone defense, and Coach Jackson wants to talk it over a little bit. Again, just thanks everybody for putting up with me here. I know it's been kind of a long battle here trying to get things back and going, and technology is great when it works. Something to do with the firewall here with the school didn't mesh with my computer. We'll get the techie boys on that Monday morning and figure out what's going on. Kind of like coming down here, broadcasting, hoping to do some more games. Definitely, if you haven't been to, I'm sure most of you have been to Rosholt here in the school, but if you haven't been here, it's a nice school. It's I like the gym. It's I don't want to say it's tight, but it's close. And when you're playing basketball, I know on the players' end of it, I really like that. It was kind of fun. Sometimes when you get into bigger venues and fans get so far away too, and me getting old, my eyesight ain't worth a crud anymore. So we're right here. And we'll get 6 minutes to go here in the ball game. Hokinson with it on the right side. Trying to get inside to Chemnitz, but instead they get it into Lick. She puts it up off the mark. Back come the Mustangs. Sammy Swanson, 5'4" senior guard, brings it up. Tigers are in a man-to-man defense. Looks like they're switching on all the picks. And three is good for Zoe Wallaber, a 5'6" freshman. Got a lot of points tonight for a freshman, playing really well, really confident. And there's Tielek, puts it in for two. Not the point that Tri-State can really trade baskets right now. They're going to need to get some stops. If that means a few fouls, then so be it. They've only got three, and if a game ever gets to the point where they're going to need to foul to get the ball back, you always like to see them at that 5 to 6 range, so puts them at the free throw line anyways, if that's the plan. I've seen over the years, a few teams that don't like to foul, and it's cost them at the end of the game, because then they got to foul 4 or 5 times, and the opposing team's going to run the clock out. So fouls aren't a bad thing. Maddie Chemnitz there. I think if Maddie would have held her ground, why she should have got the charge call there, but instead she took the step. To beef up a little bit, Maddie. Take that charge. Free throw's good for Wallaber. During the boys' game, we'll take a break here in between, and then we'll get the boys' game on for you. But I'll try to get you the stats of the girls' game here. And second free throw. She's got a nice shot, no doubt about that. Got the build of a ball player. Plays pretty hard. I see her out on the court. If you watch her playing defense, she's kind of directing traffic. Knows where to be, especially on the top side up there. Dropping down in the lane, helping out. Pretty good for a freshman. And there's Tia Lick. She puts another one in. Tia's a junior. Older sister graduated last year. Tri-State had quite a few that graduated last year. In a class full of good athletes. So now it's time for the next generation to step up and see what they can do. Kylie Apple, one of the two. There are 2 seniors on the team, I believe. And Kylie is one of them. The other one is Jaden Campbell. Mary Roop and Ramey Lawrence over talking to Coach Jackson. Talking about the defense a little bit. And there's 2 for Haley. Now, if I had my own computer working here, I could show you the video that we did of Haley during the volleyball season. You can sure go on to, I believe it's on my YouTube channel, or it might even be on the website, CoachLawSports.com, which was where everything was supposed to end up tonight. But you know what? We're up and running, and that's a good thing. Friday night, going to be supposed to be a beautiful weekend outside. You do a little hunting, a little trapping, get the kids outside. I'm sure the fishermen will all be out and going. Full court press here by the Tigers. And the Mustangs get to the cross pretty easy. And there, sorry, that was Emily Olderich. I'm trying to get as many names in here as players as I can before we get done. Wallaber with it up top. And there's a travel. Just about traveled the last time. This time she definitely did. Olderich is a 5'11" junior. Jaden Campbell's going to check back in. Ramey Lawrence is taking a seat. 3:15 to go here in the ball game. Campbell with it. Moves it around, gets it over to Holkinson, and she puts up the bank shot. (54-41). Tri-State's got to get some stops here pretty quick. Get a few turnovers. Got to play a little bit of pressure defense. Step up. Good help there by Kylie Apple. And we're going to have a timeout on the floor. Tia Lick took a little bit of a tumble. And we hope that Tia's okay. both coaches talking to their players here. Don't know if she got hurt too bad or just just got scared a little bit there. Anytime, I know I've seen it in softball too a little bit. Whenever sometimes kids go down and they get a little bit, well, adults too, they get a little bit nervous. They might hear something that they're not used to hearing, but looks like Tia's going to be okay. Took a pretty hard fall there. Tia's she's a hard player. Yeah, seen that the last couple of years watching her play volleyball and basketball, and no doubt gives it her all. Coach Gressler talking to her a little bit and get her calmed down a little bit and see maybe we can get her back in the ball game. Wallander guarded by Roop, which you're going to see that back and forth for the next 4 years between them two. They're both freshmen. Right now, Wallaber kind of getting the best of Roop tonight here. It's Chemnitz. And she gets a shot blocked, but Tri-State just can't come home with the rebounds, and the ball's not quite bouncing their way. 2-minute warning here in Rosholt. Little give and go. And kind of letting things go a little bit. Mary Roop dribbling into a little bit of trouble, and she's going to get called for the foul. You could see that coming. You got to, if you're going to do that, try to take that charge. You got to get your outside foot on the out of bounds line, and you can't be turned sideways or even at a 45. You got to be squared up to them and be ready to take the charge. Lissa Hinch gets back into the ball game. Gets a little time on the floor. Lissa's been playing quite a bit. She's in that rotation tonight. That's the first chance I've had to see Tri-State play. And there's a three-pointer put up by Elena Berger. 5'6" senior. 4 seniors on the Mustangs team. And looks like we're going to get Remy Lawrence back in. Kylie Apple's going to take a break. Haley Holkitson's going to take a break. Kaya Navrachel gets into the ball game. She had a 3-pointer. Oh, she's got 3 points. I'm assuming she had a 3-pointer in the first half. Tri-State does have some good younger players coming up. They got definitely something to work on. You know, they will lose, some pretty good athletes and some leaders, but, coming up, I know their 7th and 8th grade team is also playing quite well. And so next few years, little transformation for Tri-State. That one just about stolen away. Remy Lawrence with it. There, Jaden Campbell puts up a 3. That one's off the mark. Rebounded inside by the Tigers. Sammy Swanson gets it across, and Coach tells her to slow down a little bit. 14 seconds to go in the ball game. Again, thanks everybody for hanging in there with me. We'll get squared away, get settled down, and we'll bring you the boys' game here in about 20 minutes. If you could do me a favor, if anybody's listening, go ahead and let everybody know. I know there's been getting a lot of text messages. And got a few text messages and Facebook messages and looking for the games. And And like I said, I apologize for that. Coach Loll Sports couldn't get it up on the website here tonight, but we're going to be up on the Rosholt School YouTube channel. And like I said, I appreciate all the work that Spencer Oland has done. And I'll get you some numbers here after the. And we're going to take a break. I'll get you some numbers of the girls' game, and we'll be back with the boys' game in about 15 minutes.